Hello and welcome back. I'm Revenant Pony, and I'm sure you're happy to see that I've got the lights turned on. No more videos of me sitting in the dark, pretending to be a mysterious shadow, like some dummy who forgot to pay his power bill. So, no videos about My Little Pony, huh? That's right. When I got started researching the idea of making my own videos, someone gave me some good advice. Talk about other things besides My Little Pony. It's advice I've taken to heart, but what else is there to talk about? I watch folks make videos about other shows and movies, about video games they played, make music videos, even read fan fiction. Some of that does appeal to me, so maybe you'll see some of that later on. So, what to do? Well, we always like talking about stepping outside our comfort zone and doing something new. So I'm going to step outside of mine and invade someone else's. We're going to have ourselves a little roast today. With so many mouth-breathing morons out there on the internet spouting off about whatever random crap is running through their alleged minds, I've decided it would be entertaining to make commentary about what they have to say. We're going to have a little laugh at their expense, and I won't be pulling my punches. Most of these folks wanted the attention. Well, here you go. But, let me add this little note. This is not personal. I don't like or dislike these people. They posted something I thought was really silly. I'm going to have a little fun at their expense. That's it. This is done in the spirit of entertainment, as a joke. Let's leave it at that, okay folks? Our guest today is a lost cause. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me try that again. Our guest today is a lost soul who has discovered his greatest passion in life. And, like Officer Barney Fife before him, his intention is to ultimately snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. I present to you a blog post entitled, and written by, Ihatebronyfandom. Yes, that's the title and his name. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue, but it's an eye catcher, which I'm sure is going to inspire a great many people to ignore him and go find something better to do with their time. Yeah, before I attempt to make any stories, I thought I'd do an introduction before I started writing any. However, I'm extremely lazy and forgetful. Seems our boy here is putting all the wonderful qualities of a prolific and successful writer. So expect that this might be all you're getting for anybody who clicks this blog post. Ahem. My name isn't just a gimmick. Yes, it is. I really do not like the Brony fandom. But if you click my user page, you should see my short bio that says, but I don't hate the bronies. Let's click on his bio and see what it says. I hate Brony fandom. I hate the Brony fandom, but I don't hate the bronies. So I best to explain what I mean and how I come up with that. You hate the Brony fandom, but you don't hate the bronies. You sound like an imbecile who's contradicting himself. Unless you're really trying to say you don't like the fans of bronies. The audience they've built up for themselves to whatever creative effort they've chosen, then that wouldn't make you an imbecile. It would make you a jealous asshole. Okay, to be fair, you said you were going to explain yourself. So, let's get to it. Like everybody else in the world, I grew knowing My Little Pony existed. But since I was a guy, I stick away because My Little Ponies are for girls, and the toys commercials wasn't trying to hide that. But then again, I never got into Hasbro's boy demographic toys, Transformers. It also looks like you never bothered getting past the first grade language arts curriculum. Anyway, I never hated My Little Pony, and I wasn't bothered when they made Friendship is Magic. But I was bothered and annoyed when I discovered that a large portion of the fan base are grown men. I do know some men liking little girl stuff, aka fat, overweight man dressing like Sailor Moon, but not a large community, and was proud of it. Let's click on the link. And it's a bearded man dressed like Sailor Moon. Nothing wrong with that. Here's me cosplaying as Sailor Mars. Thinking back to that, I came in second place at the costume contest. I lost the #1 spot to some fat hairy dude rocking his My Shiranui cosplay. So yeah, after that, I keep away anything My Little Pony related, like if it's the plague. And it sort of is. But, when I think about it, I never really hate MLP, I just hated the bronies. Don't you mean the fans of the bronies? Or you going to stop pretending that's a thing? And even then, it was mostly on just the principle of that men liking something for little girls. Is this the same principle of hating men who have hobbies they enjoy? Or the principle of hating men for doing things you don't like? Or the principle of hating men who are just having fun? Feminist. But still, that did not stop me from hating this phenomenon. So let me tell you how I become a hypocrite. Wah, wah, wah. Like many people, I has exposed Like many people, I has exposed to it be a person who begins with a Josh and ends with a Scorcher. And let's see who our next victim is. Oh, it's this clown. I was subscribed to him because I'm a gamer and thought he was really entertaining. Then I come across one of his pony reviews, specifically Double Rainboom, and was shocked that he would even watch My Little Pony. How dare you make videos about anything else except video games? Josh Scorcher, you inconsiderate bastard. Don't you understand that I hate Brony? Bronyfandom? Bruh. That name of yours don't lend itself out for abbreviation. Time for a nickname. Doesn't that inconsiderate bastard understand that dumbass needs his daily fix of video game content? But I thought, hey, maybe it's a one-time thing, so I give the video a try. I was wrong. The video was fun, even though a little confusing, but it wasn't anything to get me hooked. But one day, I was really bored, so I watched it again. Then I found other videos and watched them. Then I found other online reviews reviewing this expletive redacted by writer, and thought they were really good. Then I watched every video made by Mr. Inner. So you're like me. You heard of My Little Pony, scoffed at it, then watched it, then you found out you liked it. But instead of joining the rest of the fandom enjoying a harmless little hobby, you decided to hate on the guys for liking the same thing you do. This makes sense, says no one reading your blog. At that point, I was in really deep, and I was ashamed of myself. Oh, for f***'s sakes. Not because I was watching the analysis community. Those people are friggin' great. But I told myself, I'll be okay as long as I was watching the analysis video and not actually show. Then I found Equestria Girls. Not only I was interested, but really liked the idea of the characters being humans. I watched it, and I passed the point of no return. Kinda like what happened when you clicked the button to make this blog post. Bruh. If you're gonna be any kind of writer, self-edit this crap next time, dum-dum. After that, it took me a really long time to rearrange my feelings, and came up with something. I still really hate bronies because its men are liking something meant for little girls, and making fantastic things that are for My Little Pony. But I can't hate people who made me happy and making interesting projects. So, what you're really saying is, hey Josh Scorcher, I'm a big fan of yours, and I really like your videos, but screw you, you pony-loving bastard. Wow. Just wow. If this writing thing don't pan out for you, you might want to give politics a shot. Because, bruh, you sound like you're well on your way to mastering the art of talking out of both sides of your mouth and your ass. Now, if you can only master the fine art of paying attention to what the hell you're saying without contradicting yourself in the next sentence, dumbass. So that's how I chose my name and my tagline, because I know what I should aim my hate at and nothing else. And I'd like to make up stories and find it acceptable to have a redacted account. Oh yeah, I want to tell you about my writing style. I don't really think there's any more to be said about your writing style, other than it needs to grow beyond just using spell check. Forget about the first line on top. I'm writing another blog. Past my stories because I want to be really popular. I want my stories to be more popular than My Little Dashie. He doesn't like the bronies, but he does. But he doesn't. But he does. But he doesn't. But he does. But he doesn't. Etc., etc., etc. There's a contradiction. He's declaring his everlasting hatred against bronies for watching and liking the same show that he watches and likes. Now he wants to write MLP fanfiction and really wants to be more popular than the vast body of fan work that already exists. And he wants MLP's fandom, half of which he does not like, to put him over the top. You hate us, but you need us. Way to sound like an abusive boyfriend, dumbass. Also, before I finish, the Crusher Girls was friggin' fantastic, and I don't care what anybody says, especially from Tommy Oliver. I like everything, including the characters' designs, including the principals, the songs, all of them, the story from start to finish, and even liked the climax in Flash Century! And Ihatebronyfandom wraps up his introduction with a little lighthearted trolling, because who doesn't like being reminded of everybody's favorite waifu stealer? I get why he's doing this. Because being a writer is hard work. It's even harder when you're a lazy and forgetful dumbass. Alright, kidding aside, our boy here wants to be a fanfiction writer and wants people to read his stuff. Gotcha. But instead of taking the time and effort to write, by which he'll improve as a writer, and creating a superior product to compete with the vast majority of content that's already out there, with which he can start attracting readers whom he'll build up his audience with, Stupid decides to walk the path of an inflamed asshole. Dumbass thinks instead of being a good writer with a good story to share, he's just going to insult the fandom and declare his undying hatred of bronies, hoping they'll get pissed off and accidentally read whatever crap he's shoveling out. Well, you. What he's really going to do is alienate the very people he wants to read his stories, who are going to get pissed off, but instead of running out angrily to read his work, they're just going to ignore him, because he's acting like a small-minded jerk. Way to shoot yourself in both feet, then cut them off with a hacksaw, and then set them on fire, along with your chances of succeeding as a writer for MLP fanfiction. Ian Rand. Alright gang, that's it for this roast. I hope you enjoyed it, but leave a comment below and tell me what you think. And remember what I said, folks. I'm doing this to have a little fun with the people on the internet, and maybe to make a point. So put away the torches and the pitchforks. I'm doing this purely for the entertainment value, not to crowdsource the latest internet witch hunt for the bored assholes out there. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit the subscribe and like button on your way out. I'm Revenant, and I'll see you next time.